It is so cold. Wow. I cannot stay out here very long. Are you cold? Are you cold, baby? Hmm? You know, you can go back in the garage. You can go back in the garage and get warm. Good morning, everyone. Kay here from Storm Central in Middle Tennessee on my homestead. And I decided, since we got slammed with this big storm that's moving through, it's on its way up to the northeast right now. We got 6 inches of snow yesterday. I was filming all day, and you're going to get to see that. But I wanted to get a quick video out to you because I decided to reschedule the 24-hour survival challenge without power to tomorrow. And I want to go through my checklists. Everyone's situation is different, so I thought I would just bring you into my process, and maybe it gets you to thinking about what you would do if the power goes out. First of all, I guess I want to talk about what I have in mind, because I've never done this before. Now, all you off-gridders, you know exactly what to do, and your preppers and everything, but I haven't done that. So what I want to do is try to run a scenario in my mind, to think through and see, well, where am I going to do this and how am I going to do that? So my plan, 7 a.m. tomorrow till 7 a.m. on Sunday. And that would be the 8th, basically, 8th to the 9th of January. And I have acquired some things in preparation for this challenge, which I didn't have actually when I put out the first video. And I got a Mr. Buddy, and the hookups for that, I'm going to be demonstrating that, opening the box, setting that up in a separate video. But I'm planning on using that if I need to, either in the garage for the kitties and the plants, or moving them into the sunroom. Let's just check the temperature tonight. I know we're in the single digits, so it's tomorrow night though that's the issue. My Wi-Fi is off. Gotta turn that on. I try to turn the Wi-Fi off at night. I just go into airplane mode just to cut down more of the EMFs in the house. Now I'm going to get blasted. Yep, now my phone is blowing up. It's 10 degrees right now, and it is 8 a.m. on January 7th. Let's see, and it's Friday, so tomorrow it will be a high of 46. That's a big difference from today. Today's high is 26. I should have set it up for today, but I wasn't quite organized enough. Tomorrow night is only 14 degrees, so that's not bad. I mean, it would be bad if you didn't have a plan. You heard about all those people stranded on the freeways in that snowstorm, and they were stranded for 11 hours. Now imagine being in your car for 11 hours, and of course not having prepared to be in your car for 11 hours. What do you have in your car that you could survive with? Do you have emergency? What kind of emergency sleeping bag or water? Obviously you need water. What are you going to do about a toilet? Every time you step outside your car, it's freezing. It's harder for women than men, obviously, to go to the bathroom. So how are you going to figure all that out? I don't know how those people managed. I just don't know. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go, I've got my checklist, and I'll be adding to that all day, obviously. I want to charge my cameras because I'm going to be recording this, obviously, and get everything booted up. And as for tomorrow, for my cell phone, I will have, this is just a one-day challenge. It will just give you a glimpse of what it's like if we had a week power outage or something. I mean, I did go camping for 5 days up in Big Sur year before last. If you recall, I shot videos up there, and I used my, let's see, this is 4Patriots Power Cell. I kept seeing those advertised, so I got one, and it worked great up there for charging my phone. Of course, there was no service, so I couldn't really use my phone in the park anyway. It does look like we're going to get some sun, so I'm going to take it out and just top it off anyway because it's been a while. And then of course I have emergency household candles if it comes to that, and just your basic old, this is a 1950s candle holder that I can use if I need to. And of course, if I want to go the fancy route, I can use my crystal candle holder from Prague that I bought. You know, I just have one of these. I have a whole big box of these, you know, small emergency candles. I have a whole box of those. I gotta find that. Yeah, I know where they are. And I also have the little flickering candles that are battery powered. I have a whole box of those. So, you know, if I wanted to just light my way around my house, I could do that. Now, what I'm planning to do is, and I've heard this from several people who have been through this before, you close off your extra rooms and you keep your heat in the main room. Well, this is a big kind of open main room, and unfortunately, there's a big stairway right up the middle of it that goes upstairs, so a lot of heat. I can't stop from going upstairs. I'll be rebooting all of my wood. You're going to see that in a couple of videos that I've been doing that. So I'll have a good supply of wood for 24 hours. And my plan is I'll get up, you know, 5:36 tomorrow morning and just do last minute preparations. But at 7 a.m., my plan, because I have a whole complicated system with the natural gas backup generator, you know, if I turned my power off, that would kick in, and then I would have to turn that off. And so, since we're just doing this as an exercise, and it's 24 hours without power, I'm not trying to do this without water or anything yet. Let me just, my meteorologist is checking in. He got 5 inches in Maryland last night. At 7 a.m., I'm turning off my HVAC. The upstairs one is off. I'm turning off the one downstairs. I'm going to close off my office and my back bathroom and bring out, you know, I'll bring out anything that I need before that. Although, like I said, it's going to be 14 outside, and it's working its way up to 46 tomorrow. It's not much of a challenge. Today would have been the real challenge because right now it's 10 degrees and it's 8 o'clock and the sun is out. And I am going to pretend that the power is off on my freezers, and I'm not going to worry about my freezers for a day. I'm not going to open them at all. They'll be fine for a day. And I'm going to get out what I need. I am going to turn all the lights off at 7 a.m. I will have powered down my main computer, so I won't be editing tomorrow. I'm going to have my laptop charged. I have rolled a little table into my main room and my only comfortable chair in front of the fireplace. And so I will use that, you know, not a lot. I don't want to run the battery down, but 2 hours on that computer, 3 hours, if it's just, you know, email or whatever, no big deal. So let's dive into some of the things I have here on the table. Okay? Everybody needs this. You need to have a first aid kit somewhere handy. Now, I've got all kinds of supplies back in that bathroom in the cabinet, and oh, guess what? You know, that happens. You cut yourself in the evening and you're going, oh, I've got to find a Band-Aid. So for the survival challenge, I'm having this handy. Also, I just got this. I actually got this from look at this. Now, my friend Buck Henry, who passed away 2 years ago, in his later years when he was in a wheelchair, he always wore a baseball cap, always. That was his signature. But he got one of these, and I thought that is so cool because it could help him read and see, and I don't know, it was just a thing that he enjoyed having. And so I got one. And so, you know, I can just put my cap on, leave my cap on, and use this in the evening if I need to. And also, if I had to go outside, it has different settings. I don't know if you can see that with the lights on. But you know, that's like a distress thing. You can use for distress if somebody saw this flashing light. And also the power cell also has a light and a distress light. You know, so that's something that I've managed. And of course, I'm going to keep my gloves and my hat, because you have no idea when you get older, you can't remember where you put anything. So this is what today is for, is gathering things up. So I'm not tomorrow trying to find things. So I've got my gloves and my hat handy. And you know, you want to keep, so I'm going to keep all these things handy on the table. And you want to keep something handy for, you know, your hands. You know, you're dealing with the wood, and you're building the fire, and you don't always have gloves on. And oh my gosh, my hands were so dry and rough last night. And I've got my lotion bar. This is made by Ramblin' Rose Soaps on Etsy. And it's a lotion bar, and it's chamomile and lavender. So it smells great, and it puts a nice protective coat on the skin. I've got a lot of these. I just stocked up on these butane lighters. They don't seem to last that long. I don't have refills, and so I've got 4 of these that I haven't even opened, and then I've got 2 more on the fireplace. And of course, I've got many battery-powered lights, such as that, which is extremely bright, and that's like a work light. And of course, I've got just your basic flashlight, you know. But that's heavy. I'd rather have something lightweight like this. Look at that. You know, that's very bright. So, and it's got a hook. This was sent to me by one of my fans, John Haffenacker. And so I love that. That's really going to be handy, just operating. And keep a box of tissue, you know, handy, so you're not going, where's my tissue? So, and of course your glasses, you know, make sure you have just like item central, where you know you can find things that you will absolutely have, and your medication, if there's any medication, so you're not trying to scramble through like all of your pills and all of that stuff. Get it out and have it handy. I'm going to plan, it's on my checklist, to plan what I'm going to eat tomorrow. And so any refrigerator food I'm getting out at 6 in the morning tomorrow and putting in here with, I've got a lot of those hard ice packs, and keeping that cold. Or I can just set it outside. Okay, so let's move on. I bought a replacement for my old kerosene lamp that I had for so many years in California. I do not know where that wound up. It's just gone. So I bought a lamp from Lehman's, and here it is. And I thought, let's unpack it and put the oil in it and light it up and see if it works. Now, the thing about a lamp is you don't want to break the globe. They've packed it very well. I'm going to grab my scissors. And I decided to get not so decorative of a lamp, more utilitarian. So the bottom is actually not glass. So if anything happens to it, I only have to replace the globe and not the base. Now this is supposed to be solid brass, I believe. I don't know how in the world I'm going to keep it shiny like that, but maybe that doesn't matter. Now, I didn't see any directions at all. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. There's the wick in there. And I studied these online and decided to get this ultra pure paraffin lamp oil rather than kerosene or anything. It's sootless, smokeless, and odorless. And I thought, well, that seems to be good. So we're going to go ahead and fill it up. Okay. And I've already spilled it. Okay. Wow. That pretty much, ooh. Okay. I think I used well over half of that bottle. So, I didn't get a bunch of the lamp oil yet because I wanted to just try it and see what I thought about it. I just started with the one. Okay. Let's get this in here. I guess that's right. Looks level. Oh, good. It's just not taped. Sometimes just getting the tape off, you can break things. Very simple. Got the plastic off and it was just a really simple, beautiful globe. So let's get this lit and put it on. Probably. It's been so long since I did this, I probably need to. Well, you know what? It's got to soak up too. I probably need to wait a while and let that soak up. If you're older, you probably remember we used to get over the radio or the television, it would say, "This is a test of the emergency broadcasting system." So they were testing their system to see how it would work in an emergency. So what we are doing here, it's just a test. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to go perfectly smoothly. Think of it, I'm an actor, so think of it as a rehearsal. So this is a run through to see how we would do in an emergency power shortage. So you don't have to go off script. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can look right at your script. This is what I should be doing. You know, I've got my sleeping bag on the sofa. I'm going to hunker down in the main rooms. See how the temperature is working in the garage. You know, I have a feeling it won't even get down to freezing in there. And so it's not going to be a problem. But we don't know. We'll see. Because it's a test. We're just going to test it. And that way, we'll have so much more information when the real event happens. If and when. Ooh. Hey everybody, just remember, it's safety first. If you're inexperienced at this like me, don't take any chances. Don't try to be a hero. Just do the best you can, and we'll see where we're at after the 24 hours, okay? Safety first. So those are a few of the things that I am going to do to prepare myself for the 24-hour survival challenge without power, which starts tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. till 7 a.m. the following morning, Sunday, January 9th. And I'm going to be spending all day on the computer today editing so that I can be off the computer tomorrow. I've got the snowstorm videos coming to you. So much is going on, and I hope that you find inspiration in all that I'm doing here on the homestead. Tell a friend, hit that like button, and please subscribe. Click that bell for notifications, scroll down and click all so you won't miss anything right here. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.